The New Year's event for Pokemon Go this year is going to be featuring some costume Pokemon with boosted shiny rates. I'm really excited about this event and I think it's going to be a great way to end 2025. And in this video, we're going to be talking about all the details and why this event matters. Alright, how's it going everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. I hope your day is going really well and let's get right into it. So the final event of 2025 is of course going to be the New Year's event. And this year they're not featuring some new costume Pokemon, which is very typical with every single New Year's event, but rather they're going to be boosting the shiny rate of a previously released costume Pokemon themed around the new year. And I am really excited about this event, even though it's going to be a very small, very minor event. There's still a lot of things to look forward to. So without further ado, let's go over all of the details for this event, and then afterwards, let me share why I am excited about it. The 2026 New Year's event is going to be on December 31st at 10 o'clock a.m. local time, and it's going to go until January 4th at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. This is basically going to be the last event of this year, and it's also going to be essentially the first event of the next year. And of course, this is an event that typically is all about costume Pokemon, and you do have a very limited time to get these particular Pokemon. The featured ones for this year includes a Pikachu wearing a party top hat, as well as Hoot Hoot wearing a New Year's outfit. And then there's something special regarding this Pikachu wearing a party top hat, which we will discuss later. Now, during this event, these are going to be the event bonuses. You're going to be able to get double the amount of experience whenever you raid, as well as double the amount of Stardust. And you're going to have an increased chance to encounter shiny Pikachu wearing a party top hat in the wild and in raids. And this is the special thing I want to talk about. This is basically going to be the main highlight for this year's New Year's event. The fact that they're going to be bringing back this particular Pikachu and also boosting its shiny rate is actually going to add a lot of flavor to this event. Otherwise, there really isn't much going on. Now, just like with previous New Year's events, the wild encounters are basically going to be mostly costume Pokemon. This time, they're going to be including Bulbasaur wearing a party hat, which is not from a New Year's event, Jigglypuff wearing a ribbon, which is actually from a Fashion Week event, but also Hoot Hoot wearing a New Year's outfit, and of course, the Pikachu wearing a party top hat. It is an uncommon spawn, but it's going to have that boosted shiny rate. Now, if you want to get yourself a high IV version of this particular Pikachu, you could get it from 1-star raids, and they are going to boost the shiny rates from raids as well. In 1-star raids, you're going to see the Pikachu, but also Wurmple wearing a party hat, which is from a previous New Year's event. And there's also going to be daily field research, which is going to award you with 1 lucky egg or 1 incense. I think that's all going to be very interesting because typically they do not add premium items like lucky eggs or incense in field research. Now, in terms of other Pokemon with hats, there's of course going to be some spawning in 3-star raids, and a lot of these are basically only available every year from the New Year's event. These include Raticate wearing a party hat, Nidorino wearing a party hat, Gengar wearing a party hat, as well as Wobbuffet wearing a party hat. And like I said, these 4 Pokemon typically only show up every year just for New Year's, so do not miss out on them if you do not have them. Now here is something that is a bit of a nice surprise. They're actually going to be increasing the number of guaranteed lucky Pokemon you can get from trades from 35 to 45. They already increased the number of guaranteed lucky Pokemon you could get earlier this year, and they're doing it again one more time. This is very much unexpected and it's not something they've ever done before. But yeah, with this event, just so you know, you can get 10 additional guaranteed lucky Pokemon, and that is absolutely insane. And then finally, there's going to be a paid timed research with this event, and it's going to award you with 1 additional raid pass per day from spinning photo discs, 2 premium battle passes, 3,000 Stardust, and encounters with Pikachu wearing a party top hat. Considering that very first bonus, you will want to buy this ticket almost immediately so you could fully utilize the first bonus and get the most value out of it. Getting a free daily raid pass is actually pretty good because that means you'll be able to do up to 2 free raids every single day, 3 if you saved 1 from the day before, and that is going to be a lot of money saved. So for $2, you're actually getting yourself quite a good deal. So yeah, without question, this is going to be a pretty massive event, specifically because of that one bonus where you're going to be able to get 10 more guaranteed lucky trades. Now, I could get into how you can get guaranteed lucky trades, but it is actually pretty complicated. Basically, what you need to do is either you or your trade partner needs to trade a Pokemon from before a particular year. I think right now it's currently set to 2019 or 2020. I actually do not know, but regardless, if you trade a super old Pokemon, that trade is going to be a lucky trade. It's guaranteed, but there is always a lot of confusion regarding how this works because players will often do this trade and then not end up getting a lucky Pokemon, so I really do not know the exact intricacies. I kind of wish Niantic had some sort of counter that would let you know how many you have and whether or not you're actually doing it right, because I feel like a lot of players have wasted old Pokemon because they thought they were going to be getting a guaranteed lucky, and it ends up not being the case and they waste that Pokemon. So yeah, aside from that, it's still pretty awesome that we're getting 10 additional guaranteed lucky Pokemon because, like I said, they already did that earlier this year, so it's kind of unprecedented that they would add that again. It's pretty cool. But on top of that, I think the other exciting thing that probably will get overlooked is the boosted shiny rate for that Costume Pikachu. I mean, that is always a really good time whenever they boost this shiny rate for a Costume Pokemon because those Pokemon are always considered pretty rare. And for them to boost the shiny rate means there's going to be a lot more moments of excitement. This is not something we often see Niantic do. So I want to give credit where credit is due. I think they're doing as much as they can to get players excited about this event. And I think there is certainly a lot of merit there. So yeah, but that's pretty much going to be it for this video. I just kind of wanted to share my thoughts regarding this event. I think it's definitely going to be a pretty good time, but I know for some players out there, they just simply will not care because, for one, they're not adding new Pokemon, they're not even adding any new costume Pokemon, and certainly for people who have been playing for a long time, they probably already have a lot of these costume Pokemon. So if that happens to be you, if you are someone who is very disappointed by this event, definitely share your reasons for thinking that down below. Otherwise, share what you are looking forward to with this event. I predict a lot of people are going to be excited about those 10 guaranteed lucky trades, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be some of you who are going to be asking how it's done. So yeah, I did make a video about it. It's somewhere on my YouTube channel. Yeah, just go and take a look and maybe you'll find it. Maybe that will help you, but I don't know. Even the comment section of that video, there seems to be a lot of confusion. So yeah, it's just a really weird, complex system, but it does produce some awesome results. So if you could figure it out, it's going to be really good for you. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if it's your first time here, and also don't forget that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload videos. And real quick, let me give a shout out to every single one of my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support the content of the channel, the best way you could do that is going to be by joining my Patreon. And if you decide to become a paid Patreon member, I'm actually going to add you to my Pokemon Go friends list. So that means for stuff like remote raids, the friendship system, opening and sending gifts, all that good stuff. If you want to play Pokemon Go with me, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon. I'll put a link to it in the description below. And another way you could support my channel is, of course, by following me on social media. If you go to any of the platforms that you see right now on the bottom of your screen and look for my handle, it's at Jinsula. Make sure you follow me and you'll have access to some exclusive content like only stuff that I'm putting up on my social media pages, and of course, you'll be able to keep up with my daily life. And before I end this video, let me quickly mention that I actually have an Etsy store, and it's another way you could support my channel. I create a bunch of custom K-pop merch. It's actually all designed by me, and if you're a big fan of K-pop or someone in your life is a fan of K-pop and you want to get them a really cool, unique gift, go and check out my Etsy store. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Maybe you'll find something really cool. And yeah, keep an eye out because I'm always releasing new stuff. And with that said, that's going to be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself today, and I'll catch you in the next one.